What a good turnout. It's good to see so many familiar faces as well. Just to disclose to a few, Aaron is very excited about real estate. He loves buying properties. He's got a bidder's paddle. He's not buying for himself. It's okay. You don't have to compete against him. So there's an interstate purchaser who Aaron's going to be just acting on behalf of and just passing their bids on. So it's okay. Although Aaron likes the property, he's not going to be buying it himself. I don't know, maybe he will. He might get excited if the phone bidder doesn't. So, look, welcome to today's auction, folks. My name's Mark Larmer. My job is simply to assist and oversee the negotiations today. The hope, of course, is to help one of you put up that elusive sold sticker. So to the registered parties in the crowd, we very much wish you all the best in your purchasing endeavours. By now, you should be on first name terms with myself, Tania and Aaron. We should have answered all your queries and questions just to make you feel very at ease and comfortable with the auction process and made all relevant documentation readily accessible. So with the terms and conditions on display right throughout the campaign, it should come as no surprise to hear that each bidder needs to be registered to participate. When bidding, we just ask you clearly display your allocated number. As the auctioneer may decide the increments by which the bids are to be advanced, may refuse a bid just from time to time if we deem it not to be in the best interest of the seller. And if there's a dispute of any sort, I'll adjudicate that clearly and fairly for all parties. And generally it's going to mean we just go back to the last undisputed bid. Now, I'm the only person authorised to put forward just one bid today on behalf of the sellers. If I decide to exercise that privilege, I'll be very clear in noting it as a vendor bid and only ever set that below the reserve price. The reserve price has been nominated, so subject to being reached or exceeded, the top bidder whose offer I accept will be the buyer, and the property will be at their risk upon the contact of my contract, with no late bids to be entertained. The successful buyer then just has two simple tasks ahead of you. Once we can vacate all your competition out of the house, you get to just relax in the warmth and sign the contract, which is unconditional in nature, so it doesn't allow for any cooling off rights, and secondly, pay your agreed deposit. So let's have a look at the contract you'll be signing as the successful buyer. We know it's a standard ACT Law Society contract for sale. So it states we sell the unexpired term of the lease located here at Block 1, Section 15 in Page. All 771 square metres of prime residential land, plus obvious improvements being the house that we're in. And it's packaged up for your purchasing pleasure and known more commonly as number 18 Etheridge Street in Page. We sell on behalf of Janet Thompson. We'd very much like to thank her for the trust she's invested in the team at Independent Group. I personally reckon she's done a spectacular job on the preparation and presentation of the property, so she should be commended for that. But she's absolutely assured us to be vacating the property in a timely fashion, specified in the contract around 30 to 45 days, but there have been some requests or variations of alternate dates, and they're happy to honour any such requests that have been discussed prior to today. So we're trying to make it nice and easy for you. She'll be leaving everything of fixed and permanent nature, so the contract will say there's floor coverings, window treatments, light fittings, dishwasher, all of that's all in there for you. A 5% deposit, of course, totally acceptable via BPay, saying vacant possession, of course, will be on offer. So it's a crisp, clean, clear and unconditional contract. There shouldn't be any issues or concerns surrounding it. But just before we jump into the fun stuff, it's worth making mention of a few of the more important and pertinent points of the property. We were very excited to be able to get this listing in Janet's trust because, you know, there aren't really a lot of these larger family homes that are coming up in Belconnen at the moment, and certainly not in Page. And I think Page is very, very undersupplied with these large family homes. But with the era of these family homes, you know, some of the others that might have sold, you know, need a little bit of work and a bit of TLC. And I think part of the benefit of this is that you can come in, if you're not so inclined like me, and not very much of a handyman, you can just come and have everything done for you. And not just done, but done by professionals. So the owner, Janet, is an architect. So she has been at the house for decades, and so she knew exactly how to create that extension to maximise its north aspect and that westerly sun, to be able to segregate and have a second living space, so you can either have it set up as a teenager retreat, a little home office like she uses it for. You could even potentially have an Airbnb set up, because you may have noticed there's the plumbing suitable for a kitchenette if you'd like to put that in. So she's really given that a lot of thought, but still given a lot of space outside, because some extensions do eat into a lot of usable space. We've still got really ample space outside. She's got an incredible veggie garden and trees, and I think that whoever takes over the property is going to have to maintain them. We've promised we'll come and check in 6 monthly intervals to make sure everything's still prolific out there. So I just want you to be aware of that. You must maintain that as part of the purchase. So folks, I could go on and on about this property. Let's just see if one of you would like to purchase it. So this is the part of the auction where you get to tell me if you have a price point in mind that you'd like to begin at. Anyone at all, if you're holding the bidder's paddle, only if you're holding the bidder's paddle, nominate a price if you will and tell me what you'd like to pay for it. Or not. Just send everyone home. It's all right. I'll just sit and toast marshmallows by the fire and you can all go home if you don't want to buy it. Who wants to begin? Anyone got ideas on value? I'm happy to sort of start a little bit slow and warm up. I know it's winter. Maybe we need to start at, say, 550,000. There shouldn't be any disputes on value at that. If anyone's got 550 to spend, I'm happy to take a bid at that. Anyone? Why would you not bid? Well, I was going to if you didn't. Bidder one in pole position now, $550,000. 5.5 is the money, folks. So 575 would be the request from here. A little 25 on top. Still well within our guide price. Shouldn't scare anyone away at 575. Who wants to play at 575? Or it's just us, by the looks of it. No one else wants to buy it. Good work. I'm going to call it once then at $550,000. Fair warning, folks. Twice. We've done that. Oh my goodness, you are in fabulous work. 575 was bidder 4, was it? Did I catch that correctly? Bidder 4 at 500. I'm sorry, I thought it was just going to be you. I was going to sell it to you, but they're in the game at $575,000. Let me know, Aaron, if there's bid up the back. Searching maybe for 600,000 now, folks, but at 5 3/4 on bid at 575. Ladies bid on the couch, looking very relaxed and comfortable as well. Holding the winning bid at the moment, seeking $600,000 if it's out there. Here we go, back to bidder 1. There we go, it's $600,000. They're warming up now, they're getting the hang of it. Who else wants to climb on board? It's 625. But it's 6 now, neat and even. 6000000. Searching for 25, making me earn my keep here rather than bids flying left, right and centre. Lucky I can keep talking forever. But it's $600,000, first call. I bet it twice then, seeking 625. Third and last bid at 18 at 6 1/4. Welcome in, sir. Just one more player, Aaron. Your person on the phone's the only one that hasn't bid yet. Tell me what he'd like to do, but at 625, my bid's bid at 18 on my far right now at 6 1/4. Search with $650,000, still comfortably within our guide range, I'd be guessing at the moment. Who's got the 650 now? 6.5's what I'm seeking, but at 625, bidder 18 now. 6 1/4. Once then at 625. Second time, done, and 50 now. 650. Here we go at 6.5, 75. Back up the back, if you will, at 75. What do you say, sir? Still with me at 75. Seeking $675,000. That's 650 then. Anyone else playing? Still with me at 675. On the nod, if you like. 675. Asking you shall receive. I should have asked you earlier. At $675,000. Seeking that 700 work now, 700 figure now. Who'd like to take that 700 number and go with it? But at 75's my lead. 700's the request now. One more bid to the 700. Business the end of the auction at 700,000. If you'd go there, bidder 1's going to play. Excellent work, bidder 1. You do the bidding for now. Don't worry about him. Just take over. You don't need him. You're in the lead at $700,000. Who'd like to go north? Happy to chip away and call it 10. So if you just want to decrease the increments to keep everyone in the game. But at $700,000, how about a mere 10? Anyone in at 10? Aaron, there's no point in you being on the phone if you're not going to be bidding. Okay, just checking. Look, if it's 710, we'll all wait and watch you if you like. At 10, would you like to come back at 710, madam? Got you there at 710. 20 if you'd like, sir. 720,000's open if you'd like it. Not discounting other bidders. 720 wide open your side if you'd like it. But 10's my money now at $710,000. Is the market spoken at 710? Is there 20? 20 calmly executed now. All the ladies on the couch taking control of the auction. 720,000. In fact, all our bidders are virtually sitting down. 720 is my lead. 730 if you'd like, sir. Come on board at 730. 730 is the request. Back in at 730 if you'd like, madam. 20 is my lead at the moment from bidder number 1. Catch my eye, if you will. But at 720, I'm going to call it 3 times. Oh, there's a bank calling. It's excellent. They might give you a bit more money. Beautiful work. So the kids. Would you like 730? 730 on the nod. Bidder number 4 at 730 now. Do you want to come back at 40, sir? These guys are having all the fun over here while they're on the phone and they're distracted. This is your time to move. Would you like 740? 30 then. Back here. Decreasing the competition. No bids still up the back. It could be right here. What do you say to 740? 40. Good work, 740. You guys are so close. It's almost like an arena here, like in the ring here. We're going to battle it out. But a 740,000, bid of 150 if you'd like. Looks like competition's dropping off now at the business end of the auction, but 7.5, I welcome you in, if you will. 750,000, bid of number 4. Good work. 60 is what I say. 760 if you like. But 7.5 at the moment. Have a chat. No worries at all. $750,000. Still with me, sir, at 10, at 60. Says no at the moment. How are we going up the back? No, we're never in the game. You haven't placed a bid, so okay, just chatting. 750,000 bids. What do you say to 60? 50 is the money here. Bid of 1. 60 if you like it. 60, okay, good play. Number 4, just show that bidder's paddle. 760,000. They might be running out of money, I don't know. What would you like to do at 770? Don't listen to him. Remember I said just do it yourself. How about a 5? What about 65? Happy to come the increments right down to 5 if you will. Not one to put pressure on you, but a 760,000, here's the money. Searching for just a handful more. 5 to 65, anyone want to take it? Bids with you, madam, and looking good. I'm going to call it in your favour at $760,000 for the one another 5,000 once. Over twice. We're done and silent for the third. And you're still with me, aren't you? Was it 5 more? 65. Your hesitancy says you're not out of the game. 2.5. That's a good increment. Okay. 61. 61, what do you say? Now they're down to 1s. I think they've played their hand. So you can either match the 1s and call it 62, or you could go 65. 63, good, 2. I'm messing with you now. 63, 763. One more, 64, 63 at 763. Up the back at 763. Searching for another couple more, still with me. $763,000. First call, twice at 763, folks. Has the market spoken for the third? And take the paddle back. She's out now, so you take it back. 763,000 for the last time of asking, folks. Anyone in? Happy to take another single. Okay, I do have to pause regardless. So at the moment, if the bidding's halted, what I'm going to do is chat to the owners. At the moment, I'm going to pause it in favour of the top bidder. It's $763,000. Happy to have a chat to this buyer as well. And I'll chat to the owners and give you all a chance to have a little think about things. And I'll be back to you shortly. You hold the top bid at the moment, and we're pausing the auction in your favour. Okay, I'll just let you know where we're up to. So we're just having a chat to the top bidder at the moment. So as the top bidder, they reserve the right to get a discussion immediately from the owners to them. So that's why we've just put them in the main bedroom at the moment. She's also taken instructions from someone interstate, as Aaron's probably still taking instructions. So she'd just like to make a quick call to confirm something. The owners have approved a sell price with them that they are just considering, and I expect it to take a minute. I don't want to rush them. It's a really big decision. So if you just give us a moment, don't go anywhere. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get a result, and then you'll know exactly what the home is worth if that's the case. Any of the registered parties, you will still have a chance to make a move if you're thinking of doing something, but you just give us some signal just so we know whether or not you're still considering it so we can help you out. We don't want to sell and then have one of you think that you're just going to keep going. So do let us know if there's any interest. Just grab Tania for you guys and you, sir. Just grab Tania if you want to have a word in her ear. I think Aaron's still on the phone. I'm not sure what he's doing. I'll just leave him to keep wandering. Okay, back to you shortly. Okay, all right, we're good. We're done. All right, we've concluded negotiations. So, just let you all know the auction, we're going to open the auction back up. There's been a increased bid from bidder number 4. So what's your number, folks? 770. So 770,000 gives us instructions to sell. Okay, so it's 770,000. We're available for outright sales. So for bidder 18, bidder 1, bidder 5, I just officially call it 3 times just in case. Otherwise, I sell here to bidder number 4. We're on the market and selling for 770,000. If you want to relate that, first call, Second chance. Anyone going to change their mind before I sell? In 3, 2, 1. Sold your way. Congratulations, madam and sir. Good work. I don't know about all of you, but I'm hot and bothered after all that with the fire. So thanks so much for coming and being involved on a number of levels. To obviously the registered bidders, we really appreciate your interest and involvement. Congratulations, more importantly, to the top bidder. For those of you just watching the conditional parties, sorry, we've sold it. I apologise, but we'll try to find something else to help you out with, so we'll stay in touch. Have a great day. Thank you.